Hey y'all, welcome. My name is Morgan. A lot of you know me as Baby Morg, and I am a registered nurse. And this is the Nurse Diary. I wanted to create a safe space for nurses, nursing assistants, nursing students, nurse practitioners, everything that just kind of encompasses nursing. I just wanted to create a safe space for us. I feel like a lot of times now, the connotation that comes with nursing is negative, and we needed something positive, girl. We needed something positive. So this is going to be an informative girl talk where we can just come, spill all the tea, share our feelings and kind of just highlight the importance of nursing and some of the good things about nursing, because there are bad things, but girl, there are a lot of good things, okay? So yeah, I just wanted to create a safe space for us. And let's just jump right into it. So I'm a registered nurse, and I guess I can just kind of tell y'all about my journey with nursing. So a lot of people always ask me, did I always want to be a nurse? And the question is, girl, if I told y'all what I really wanted to be, y'all would be like, you're crazy. But I don't know what I just saw myself doing. Like growing up, I just always was the type of child. I was always outgoing. I was very outspoken, and I just always everything had to shine. Like I was just a shining star. I guess that's the best way I could put it. Like, I just wanted to be involved in everything. I always wanted to just be cute, and I don't know, child, but here I am, okay? I feel like growing up, I always wanted to be like a fashion designer. I always wanted to be like in movies, like that kind of thing. The glitz, the glamour, the whole shebang. That was me. That was Morgan. I grew up in Mississippi, so small town girl. Shout out to my small town girls. I grew up in Gulfport, and so there it just really wasn't. I'm not gonna say it wasn't a lot of opportunity, but it just wasn't a lot going on, girl. So I knew I wasn't gonna stay in Gulfport, child. I knew I was gonna be out of here. Okay. So grew up in Gulfport, and yeah, I really didn't know what I wanted to be. I think that, like I said, I wanted to do fashion, wanted to be like in the industry, that type of thing. But realistically, I think I geared more towards something in healthcare. Like I used to say, oh, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a dermatologist at one point. I wanted to be an orthodontist. My big thing, I think, was wanting to be a lawyer. And then my mom was very influential of me being a nurse. She's not a nurse. However, she just wanted me to do something that was stable. She wanted me to have a stable career, and she just wanted to make sure her baby girl was going to be straight always. So she was like, nursing. She was like, I always feel like, nurses always have a job. They look like they enjoy it, and so she was like, I want you to be a nurse. And that's how I became a nurse, honestly. So as far as schooling, I went to Southern University. Go Jags. Okay, go Jags. That's actually, my mom went to Southern, so she really wanted me to go to Southern. I always grew up going to their games, that whole thing. So I went to Southern, and they have a 4-year BSN program. It's supposed to be 4 years. Let's say that. It's a 4-year program, but did your girl finish in 4 years? No, that just wasn't the case for me. I went to school, I think, for 5.5 years because, girl, yes, ain't nothing changed. I'm still me. I was partying. Party. And yeah, I had a couple of other little obstacles and bumps along the road that we'll share later on. Just me discussing my journey. But yeah, so I did that during nursing school. Y'all, nursing school took me out the game. Just to tell y'all about me as a student, I never had to study. Let's just start there. Morgan never had to study, okay? Never gave bookworm, okay? I was very smart. I was very studious, but I never really had to work hard. A&P classes, college courses, never really had to study too much. So nursing school was a complete shock for me. Especially being in Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge is a party town. Y'all know LSU was there, girl. I was on the scene, okay? So just me trying to adjust being a student and also becoming a young adult, not having my parents around and stuff was a lot for me. So, yeah, I did that, finished in 5.5 years. During school, I worked. I always kept the job, okay? So I always did retail. I love retail. If I could work right now retail and make the same amount of money, I would, because I love retail, okay? Always kept a retail job. And then when I really got in nursing school, I started doing I started working PRN as like a nurse tech, which was great. I learned so much. I always worked in the ER. So I guess we can jump into me getting my first nursing job. I started in the ER because that's all I know. You know, I love the ER. And my second ER job, I worked in 2 ERs in Baton Rouge. My second ER job was on Florida Boulevard, y'all. And if you know Florida, you be hearing young boy talking about cruising down Florida with my man. Yeah, Florida Boulevard, girl. It was rough, okay? And I loved it. I loved being in the nitty gritty. I love working like in lower income populations. Like I feel like that was just where I was supposed to be. I feel like it was very relatable for me, considering my background and kind of where I was from. I just felt like that was my people. That's my passion, you know. So that's where I started. Did that all through nursing school, which is really good. I feel like if you're in nursing school, definitely get a PRN job at a hospital, because it kind of opens your doors. You know, you're able to network, you're able to meet new people, and just kind of get your like feet in the door for like what it's going to be like when you get to the hospital. So did that, and then I started off as a new grad, y'all. I graduated during COVID 2020, girl, and baby, it hit me like a wrecking ball, girl. Baby, y'all, it's so much I want to say, but I'm trying to save it for later on. I just want to give y'all a little introduction. But yeah, I started off COVID, graduated December 2020. Starting off in the ER, y'all, and your girl was depressed. I was depressed. I was crying every single day. I was crying every day. I was telling my mama, I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. I was just miserable, okay? I was miserable. And then if you work in the ER, I'm not sure how most ERs are, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let me just say this before we're gonna share the real on here, okay? This is gonna be nothing but real, authentic things. But the population in the ER when it came to nurses, there wasn't a lot of people that looked like me, okay? So I felt like during COVID, you know, it was a high stress environment, and I felt like I didn't really have too many outlets and resources to kind of assist me being a new grad in the ER, and of course going through COVID. It was just a lot, y'all. It was a lot. And so I'll never forget, there was a little situation where, I don't know, y'all, I was making mistakes left and right. I ain't gonna lie to you, child. I was making mistakes left and right. And there was a little situation that happened on the unit, y'all, and I remember I was off for like 4 days after this, okay? I was off. The situation happened. They called me into the office. Girl, why would you call me to the office in the middle of my shift? Called me to the office. They discussed the situation, y'all, and I was a nervous wreck. I was over it. And I remember calling my mama. I was crying, child, and I was turning. I don't remember how old I was turning, but I had a solo trip planned to New York, okay? I had a solo trip planned because at the time I had a boutique, and so I wanted to go to New York to purchase some pieces for my boutique, y'all. I don't know what happened, but it's like I always have these like these moments where it's like life-changing moments that happen in my life. And y'all, I went to New York, and I have a video. I might insert it in here. And y'all, I was like, I'm quitting that job. I'm quitting. So I'm in New York. I'm in my hotel room, and I'm on Indeed, girl. I'm like, girl, it's giving Joanne the scammer. Okay, I'm in there, and I'm applying to jobs, right? So I already made in my mind. I done typed up my 2 weeks, baby. I done made in my mind, I'm quitting this damn job. Because one thing about Melissa, that's my mama name, Melissa. Y'all can hear about Melissa all the time. One thing about Melissa, she gonna always make sure I'm straight. I have a very good support system. So I already knew if I quit this job, girl, child, it was gonna be like, whatever, okay? Whatever. So I was like, I'm quitting this job. Y'all, I applied to a whole bunch of jobs. Ended up getting a call from this sketchy ass job. Job was so sketchy, and it was something like a crazy number a week. And I was like, this don't sound right, but I'm gonna do it, y'all. I ended up accepting that job, and when I tell y'all, it was the start. It was the best time of my life. It was a blessing, y'all, and I thank God. God is always the one. He always makes a way. He makes a way out of no way, y'all, and that job really set me up for everything that I'm doing now. So yeah, that happened. I stayed there. Then I ended up moving to Houston. I stayed in Baton Rouge for maybe like a year and a half. Ended up moving to Houston. Started my career in Houston, and y'all, it was very difficult for me finding a job when I moved to Houston. Very difficult. I couldn't find a job. I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't find a job. And I know people are always like, oh, they need nurses. But let me tell you, baby, that is a lie. They need experienced nurses, okay? Experienced nurses. They don't want to pay nobody. They don't want to train anybody. They don't want to do any of that. They want experienced nurses so you can get your butt on that floor and you can start working. This is literally. So I couldn't find a job, y'all. I applied to all the major hospitals, all of them. Was not even getting interviews, okay? Wasn't getting interviews, so I was very discouraged. But I started working in a skilled nurse facility, and y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I love, 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 love working with the elderly. That's who I really like serving. I love working with the elderly, and I love working with the undeserved. So I worked there for a year, and I ended up getting into a program that was called a transition to acute care program at a great hospital, and I've been there for a year. I just made a year in June. Yeah, I've been there for a year, so that's kind of where I'm at with nursing right now. And it's a med-surg job, y'all. I'm in the trenches. I'm in the trenches. I fight for my life every shift. Yes, but I've learned so much. I've learned so much. And I think I'm coming up on 4 years of being a nurse now, y'all. And my transition has been nothing but amazing. It's been amazing. And you know, I complain about nursing a lot. However, I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be a nurse. I'm grateful for the good, the bad, because all of it is nursing. And that's what embodies nursing. And so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And I have so many things planned with me with nursing. I don't know where I see myself in 5 years with nursing. I don't even know if I will be a nurse, girl. Hopefully this pop off. Shit, y'all support. Hopefully this pop off and girl ain't gotta be a nurse no more. But whatever life takes me, I am happy and I am grateful to bring y'all along with this journey with me. So I thank y'all for watching the video. I thank you for the support that you're giving me right now. I pray for the support you don't give me. But yeah, I'm just grateful, and I want y'all's feedback. I want y'all to tell me the kind of things that y'all want to see on here. Really, I'm gonna be bringing in people to come talk. We're gonna have girl talk. We're gonna have tea on here, and we just gonna give y'all the real. I'm gonna have nursing students come. It's just so much, y'all. It's just so much, and I don't want to spoil anything, but about what we have in the future. But I thank you guys for watching, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so the content can keep coming. Girl, I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. But yes, I love y'all.